Hi everybody. Evening. It is, what time is it? Let me see. It is 2:10 in the afternoon. Here over in the UK. And I am coming on today. I haven't got a bad finger. It's one of the glue protectors. They look like a plaster though. Yeah, off track slightly. Do you remember I came on and I showed you guys how I've done my scrappy flower thanks to Lacey, because she's inspired me to make one, and I said I'd come on and show you how I would make mine. Roxy has left a comment under that video on 2 different ways and how she makes hers. So I'm going to give that a go today, one of her methods of using it, doing her scrappy flower, because it's a little bit different to this one. But to go with the scrappy flower, I've created something to go with it. So you've got the flower, now I've created the scrappy leaf. Woohoo! Anyway, how would you do the leaf? So I thought, my head was at, if you're going to do a flower, you need a leaf or a feather or something, but you can make them any shape, I suppose. Since I've made a flower, I would say that you can make them any shape. So I'm going to put this aside because I've even got a little butterfly on, and I'm going to get some lace. Now I'm just using, it's like netting sort of lace, and I will be using, let me see, I'm going to just dig around for my fabrics by the side of me because I want something that's quite pretty. We could use the white skirt as well. I need something that the fabric can't be. I would use the chiffon that I bought the other day, but I think for my base of my leaf, I'm just going to zoom you out slightly. I think for my basis of my leaf, I need something that's a little bit sturdier. So I'm gonna, table's a mess again today. I don't know why. I did actually tidy it before going to bed last night. My days right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut on this skirt that I picked up. Oh, when did I pick this up? Ages ago. From one of the charity shops, and I have been cutting into it. I'm gonna cut that bit of the skirt because it's actually textured. It's beautiful fabric. So like I always do, I'm going to go up the hem of the skirt where they've sewed it together, and then I'm just going to cut straight across for me to have that little bit of a pattern. Now you can do any shape leaf. If you can't think of a shape of a leaf, go into Pinterest, tap in printable leaves, and then all different shapes will come up as leaves. And then you can your world's your oyster. You can cut any shape leaf out. So I'm just going to cut the standard leaf in my head. And the way I would do that, now this is a little bit too big for what I want it for, so I'm just going to move my glue gun over. I am going to glue it today, won't sew it. You can sew it, and I am going to, I need to make one that's sewed to show you guys the difference. But that won't be today. I won't be sewing today, I'll be gluing it. So what I've done is I've roughly cut. I'm going to tidy that edge up. Now it doesn't matter what your cutting's like. If it's straight, if it's not, it honestly doesn't matter. Now I'm going to use my squares on my board because each square on this grid underneath is an inch. I love my board. Right, so we've got 2 inches there, 4, 6, 8 inches. I could go down, but my blue mat's in the way. So what I'm going to do is turn the fabric, and it's 2, 4, 5 inches. So it's, what did I say? 8, 2, 4, 6. Yeah, 8 by 5. Right. Fold it in half, I still want to leave that pattern there. I'm just going to cut off where they've sewed it at the bottom, because this is the bottom of the skirt. Just snip that off. Right, fold it in half. Now, it all depends on how big you want your leaf. I want my base to be quite big because I'm going to be gluing to the top. So I am going to get some of my dressmaker's chalk out to show you the shape that I want. That I'm after. We'll use yellow because that's blue. You might not be able to see it, so we'll use yellow. I'll have the blue out in case the yellow is not showing up as well as I'd like, so we'll use the yellow, but I'll have the blue out anyway. So to get the shape of my leaf, I folded my fabric in half. Now my basic shape of my leaf sort of goes like, let's see if I can draw it on a piece of paper. Chris has been at my pencils yet again. Well, I have got a pen. I need a piece of paper now. Paper, Claire, paper. Right. Here we are. Now this is my sort of shape of my leaf. There. So what I did there, and the only way to describe it, if you look at it like that, you've got sort of an eye. Draw a C, right? And then turn your paper around and then draw another C. And as long as you've got these two edges pointing, now that would be my shape of my leaf. So draw a C and flick that side. And then where the line is, flick, and then draw a C and flick. And you've got your shape of your leaf. Yeah? So, that's the shape that I'm going for. Now, leaves can come in all different types of shapes. You could have big leaves, small leaves, all different shapes. A leaf isn't the same. If you have a look at a leaf, it's not actually the same two sides. But just for me drawing it out, I'm going to try and do the same. Now, using my dressmaker's chalk, you can buy, I think they come in yellow and blue in a pack, and I had mine from a sewing shop about £1.50. I've had it for quite some time now. So all I need, no, that's not coming out. I didn't think yellow would come out all right, but we had to go. Right, all I need to do, I've tilted my fabric to one side because I am right-handed and it's just the way I would draw it. I'm going to flick it, draw a point like an arrow at the top, come round in a circle. Now, like I say, you can do as big or as little as you want it to be. Right, so an arrow on the circle, a flick, come round in like a half moon shape, all the way around, and then flick it at the bottom. And that's my basis and my shape. Now, because I've cut that in half, and cut on where, so if I cut that side, all I'm going to land up with is two separate pieces. If I cut where that fold is in the fabric, so this side isn't cut, what will happen is when I cut it, it'll be the shape I want it to be. And if you find it easier drawing it with some type of chalk, then go for it. So there is my leaf. It's what I would say a perfect leaf, but leaves aren't perfect, so don't worry if you haven't got that type of shape. What I tend to do when I'm sort of drawing shapes, especially on fabric or on lace or anything like that, I always draw it out with my dressmaker's chalk first. Always. I'm going to move all this on my way. Right. So there's my shape. Then that's going to be my base. Now I'm going to leave all this pretty edge, I think, to the top. So I'm going to turn my leaf so all this pretty edge is at the top, because you will see some of it, but you won't see all of it. Now I've got a bit of lace here. I need to cut my lace. Now all this is netting. You can pick up, if you went to the charity shop and looked for curtain netting. Now I do know if you went in and said, can I have some lace, they charge you end on earth because you're asking for lace rather than some netting. Netting will do the same thing. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to use my pin cushion when I can find him. I'm going to pin it. Just 2 pins is all I need, so I don't lose the shape of it. Right, there's one there, and then let's see. I tend to find, right, and I don't know about anybody else, that my pins always seem to sink into my pin cushion. I don't know why. Right, so there's my 2 black pins. You can sort of see that. And I'm going to go around in my scissors, keeping that shape there, see? Now the lace will act as my layer, my first layer, and then from there on in you can add as many layers as you want. But use your base as your shape. So if I undo these, I've now got my base and I've got my bit of lace. Base and a bit of lace. So now I want to add, I'm going to go for at least 4 different fabrics, I think. That's my method anyway, that's my thinking. Logic behind my thinking. More, we got cream. Let's see what we have in my cupboard here. Would doilies work? Would that be a bit too big? Actually, we're going to cut some doilies, but this is only the border of some doilies. The thing is, I'm going to cut it to the length. So even though it's not in the shape of the leaf, I'm still going to cut it to the length. Let me see. I'm just having a look to see if I've got anything. Oh, you are. Right. Again, this is only the border. Let's cut there. Again, let's do the length, and I'm going to point it. I'll sort all this out in a second where the points need to go and all that. I'm just looking for some fabric and some lace rather than some leafy trim here. I do like this. Right, let me have a find. I can't find anything beside of me there. Oh, you are. Got some cord. No, nothing like that. What about this type of fabric? Oh, everything's starting to fall now. Brilliant. There. Right, do you remember I bought this dress? Bought this dress out of a charity shop. I'm going to cut a bit of lace off this dress. Lace. And I think I will cut the fabric underneath. Right, so there's 2. Let's see where we are now. So I've got my doilies there that I've cut. My base, my lace. My base, my base, and my lace. And what I'm going to do to save a little bit of time, I'm going to layer these 2 fabrics on top of each other. And I'm going to layer, we're going to go with white again, I think. I'm going to go with a little bit more white. So I've got my cream, my little bit of fabric if we use it. I don't know whether we will. If we will. And I've got that. Right. So, shape of my leaf. I'm going to go to the edge. Otherwise we're wasting fabric. And then we're going to use, I'm going to use my scrap-a-doop loops in my pot to layer this. I just want to find my bases first, because once you've got that, you're away. So I'm just pinning all that together. Right, and we're gonna go all the way around. The tension, the concentration. Right. Don't throw away these, because you can make your flowers, or you can make it as your leaf. Right. Let's move these out of my way. Now, what I've got now is I've got my base, my white lace, my sort of, this is a stretchy type of fabric, so I'm going to put that there. Then I'm going to put some white lace on. And I'm alternating the leaves, if you notice. I put a cream lace on, and then I'm going to put the white lace back in the centre, I think. I think that's 5. I'm going to bring that down there to about there, off centre. Right, that's my basis. So I've used 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got about 5 layers there, right? But in amongst each layer, I'm going to use some of my scraps. Now, I've got this type of lace, and it's already got the curves in, so that'll give me a nice finish too. I'm going to take the first layer off, and in between each layer, I'm going to put some scraps in. What I mean by that is, if I turn it that way, then have that there. That needs to come out a little bit more. See, you can just see it. Then I'm going to put some of this back in this way now. Right. Cut the end. I'm going to point the end. Now I've got some of that doily that I cut out earlier. That's also got like a bumpy trim on the side. Don't need these so much. Just that nice bumpy trim. I'm going to put that in there. Again, I'm going to make this at the point to follow the pattern through. You can sew all this together, you don't have to glue it, but I will glue it today just to save on a little bit of time. Right, and then I'm going to put that there. I don't need, I'm just going to come in a little bit, not too much, because I won't need too much of this, because it's going to, I'm putting lace on top anyway, so you won't really see this. The only thing I'm going to be using it for is to put the glue there. Right, so then we had, what did we have? The white lace. Right. Then, I don't know. Let's use, no, don't fancy that, that's not working. Let's use this nice pink leaf lace, because it is a leaf shape. So what are we at there? Right, I'm going to leave it there a minute because I'm going to forget otherwise what order I added in. So I'm going to turn it over as I'm doing it. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. I'm going to put a little bit glue here. And then I'm going to put that there. And then, what's that way? I just think that with you using your scraps to make those flowers, I just felt that something needed to go with it. Right, and then I'm going to go. You can make them any shape. And you can sew these together, don't forget, like I did with the flowers. Then I'm going to go this way. I'm actually going to follow that shape, that leaf in just a little bit, not too much. Like I say, you won't really see it once I've finished. I'm going to put that lace on top. So we've got that so far. Sorry guys. Right. Got spider webs everywhere, right. And then I'm going to go with this one, just sink it there. So you do see it. Right, and then with this one, because I've just got one left, I think. Oh no, I haven't, I've got two. I don't really want to cover that one too much, but I can cut in if I wanted to. But it's all a matter of with these, because I made one, was it last night, the night before, and I thought, oh, what a brilliant idea. Then I had a look, and for what I'm seeing, now I might be totally wrong, but for what I was seeing, nobody's actually made one as of yet, and I thought, oh, do you know, there'd be something different to have on your projects. Now, I'm going to put that there, but before I do, I'm going to incorporate a feather. I do like my feathers. I'm going to go with pink. No. Shabby pink, there we are. There's a pink and then, you know what, there's a pink and a white. I found feathers the other day and I forgot I had them in the drawer. Completely forgot. So I'm just going to put, now you can put a butterfly like I did with the first one. Oh, not the first one, like I did with the one I showed you. And then, now if you're finding those feathers a little bit too big, which they are just for me, I'm just going to snip them. There. So you can still see. glue sticks. There. And then you've got that at the bottom. Now you can either keep that. What I'm going to do, I'm going to snip. No, I'm not going to snip mine. I'll tell you why I'm not going to snip mine. So I'm going to add a little bit of pearl to it. Just like with the flower, you know how I said you can add as much as, or you can take away as much as you want. But that is my shaped leaf. See? Oh, that's pretty. Now, that one is not as pointy as I'd like, so I'm going to shape it just around. And I'm going to take some of these off. Just because it's lost its shape a little bit. There, that's better. Can you see that now? You see how each layer, now I can add, don't know, let me see. Don't know whether that looks right. See, with this one, I added a butterfly. There. Now that to me is giving me the shape that I want with a little leaf there. So I think that's what I'm going to use. See? Oops. So, like I say, have a play around, see what you come up with. Let's just snip them down. They're just a little bit too big. Now, I am going to add a butterfly, I've decided. I am going to add one. I got these butterflies. They came in a big massive row of them from Wish. Actually, they were one of the first things I ever bought off there, and oh god, I had loads, tons, and all they are butterfly appliques. Right. There, just perfect. There. So, with my scrappy flower, let me just show you this. Comes a scrappy leaf, and you can make them as big or as little as you want them to be. See? So, that was the wrong way around. And I quite like the leaves. I really like the idea of it. Give it a go. See what you come up with. They don't take long. You can use your scraps. You don't have to cut lace like I did. And you can make them as small or as big as you want them to be. So I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed showing you, definitely. And I will be back with more videos. I'll speak to you all very soon. Bye for now.